Good morning, freight brokers. Well, it's morning here. And as I stated in the previous videos, my goal is to be completely transparent about the world of being a freight broker. This is such an exciting experience, but there are some trials and there are some tribulations. And so in the previous videos, I have given you guys like insight as to the things that I'm going through in this process, because it is a process. Trust me, it is a process. And then at some point we're going to take a real deep dive into specific things, because I know people out there want to know, what was the process? What was it like? What did you have to do? How long did it take? All those very specific things. But in these short videos, I just really want to give you transparent insight about my process. All right, so today I just want to talk about procrastination, and I want to talk about taking opportunity. So those are the two subjects that I'll cover today. So as I've been transparent up to this point, and I've shared with you guys that my husband and I, we have other ventures that we're kind of like into, such as real estate, such as services, and things like that. But I still work outside of the home, and so let me just tell you about that. So my mindset was to use my employment opportunity to kind of feed some of the ventures that I go on, right? But I really shouldn't think like that, and none of us should think like that. We should say, okay, I'm gonna use this opportunity, which is the employment opportunity, to maybe fund my venture, whatever your venture is. It may not be the world of freight, but you use it. But this is the thing, we get complacent, right? And when we get complacent, we stick with that mindset, right? We stay with that mindset. We say, okay, I'm going to continue to do this. And no, it should not be like that. So what we should do is really have the thought process of, okay, I'm giving myself X amount of time to do this thing, right? To use my employment opportunity to feed my entrepreneurial venture. That's how we should think about things. That's how we should, that's the mindset that we should have. We should not have the mindset of, okay, I'm going to continue. And we don't even realize it, in my opinion. We really don't realize it. Because it just becomes a part of what we do. It becomes a part of what we do daily. So what that means, like for me, I found myself in a space of, all right, so I've had my authority now since December of 2021. And yes, I've made definitely some progressions as it relates to being a freight broker. But have I been putting in 100%? And the answer is absolutely not. I have not been. And the reason is because I know that I have my job to kind of like fall back on. And so I really had to sit back and I had to like reassess. And I had to think about the challenges, with that. I had to think about time. I had to think about, what am I doing with my time? I had to think about, how much time am I putting into being a broker? I really had to like sit back and digest it, examine it and digest it. And so you'll have to do the same thing. You'll have to check yourself. So for me, I have my self-assessment where I'm checking myself, and I have my husband, to check me like as well, to say, hey, what are you doing? Or, hey, where are you in this process? What's going on? And so we have to create time and we have to create space to grow our business. That's just facts. And if we get complacent because we have a job and you are making this money, then you already limited yourself already. Right off the bat, you've limited yourself, right? Because what you have done is said, my employer pays me X amount of dollars, X salary, whatever, and this is what I'm worth. And that if that is your mindset, then hey, that is your mindset, right? But we also have to keep in mind that whatever we put into our business is what we get out, right? You remember, like, back in the day, I'm going to probably date myself, but back in the day when I was taking computer literacy class, right? I remember so vividly that the instructor says, basically, whatever you put in, your input is what you put out. So if you type the word island, right? So on your keypad, you're typing island. And then when you go to look at your screen, or when you go to put it out or print it out, that's what? That's the word, island, you know, or whatever. So what you put in is really what you put out. So the effort that you put into your business is the effort that you put out. And I had to do a real quick check with myself and say, what have you been doing? Yes, my job is demanding, and it is times where I'll be honest with you, it is times where I'm just exhausted when I come home and I don't want to do another damn thing. I don't want to do another damn thing, but I have to. We have to, right? If we want to see our business flourish, and if you want to transition out. I can't keep talking about I want to replace my income if I'm not putting in the time, energy, and efforts to do so. It just doesn't make sense. And so we have to do those self checks from time to time, and we have to be, real. We have to figure it out. One thing that I know for sure is that in general, all of us make time for things that we want to make time for. All of us. Think about that. Whether it's recreational, or whatever. Whether it's just, you need to spend some more personal time with yourself. We make time for the things that we want to make time for. So your business is the same thing. If we ever want to make the transition from working for somebody to working for ourselves, we got to put in the time, energy, and effort. Okay? Point blank period. Do that self-assessment. Do that self-check, and get you somebody on your team that can help you with that. Somebody who could say, where are you in this process? Somebody who could be real with you. Like, you doing this, you got time for social media, but you ain't put time in for what you trying to do. Have somebody be that real towards you or with you. Okay? All right. So that was my spiel for today. I hope you guys got something out of it. I hope you really got something out of it. And the next videos we're gonna do, I'm gonna do updates, let you guys know where I am, where I need help, or what areas I need help with, and just where I am in this journey, because this is a journey. But I'm gonna tell you what, I'm learning some things about this business. So I hope that this video was insightful to you. I hope that you hear the message and the messages in it. And until the next time, you guys be great, because you already are.